And we welcome you to a special night of regular season hoops. This one counts as part of the NBA Cup. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. So here are the Jazz starting five. We've got Lauri Markkanen, George out there with John Konchar. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Jackson in at the power forward. And for the Timberwolves, DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels out there with Miller, and it's Saric in at the 5, roaming the paint. Doris, how excited are you for this front court matchup we have in front of us tonight? Two of the best in the game.
BA, I've had this one circled on my calendar for some time. The front court matchup is absolutely special. Two big-time guys.
Jackson gets the bucket.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Pass to McDaniels. Over Markkanen. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Here's George. Markkanen with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the two things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Brian, back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Markkanen. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. And here's Edwards outside. Some solid defense from Markkanen. The Jazz have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Konchar. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. The Jazz have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Jackson outside. The 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. Miller a screen on Markkanen. 5 on the clock. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
George with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Jackson gets the bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they've made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'd love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. And stolen by Markkanen. Down low. Here's Jackson. Banked it in off the glass. Jackson's got 8.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Here is DiVincenzo. Still without a bucket. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
High post Kessler. Markkanen outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offense. Defensive end.
And looking at the standings in the NBA Cup, the group stage just starting.
Yeah, lots of games remaining. I think the magic number is 3. If you get those 3 wins and have a good point differential, you normally advance to the knockout rounds.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Misses the 3. Utah leading by 8. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal.
That's just great work on the defensive end by Lauri Markkanen. You can see his length come into play.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Miller outside, fires from deep.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebounding.
Kessler passes to George. Markkanen for 3. Miller pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 8. Pass to Edwards. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. Edwards has got 8.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
George passes to Conchar. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Edwards. 23 points his last outing. They set the pick. 3-pointer. Utah grabs the miss. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show 0 energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Here's McDaniels, following the bucket by the Jazz. On target from range.
That's a smart pass from Jaden McDaniels. Just finds a teammate operating with a little space.
All right, I'm told we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, joining us now with the latest news. Shams, what's the update?
Thanks, Brian. The story right now is the Washington Wizards making some early season roster adjustments. They had the chance to acquire Anthony Davis, and why not? It's not every day you get to add a perennial all-star to your squad. This will significantly improve their size and what they're able to do on both ends of the floor.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Shannon's checked in for the Timberwolves. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Pass to Shannon. 4-3. The rebound by Jackson. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Jazz. They lead by 7. The three ball. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Now here's Saric. Yet to see a basket. Edwards for 3. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Shannon. Last game for him, he had 14.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Utah moving the ball around. Conchar outside. Three-pointer. Jackson can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Miller. Gets the 3 to fall. Miller's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Here's Collier, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Detroit. To the paint, Filipowski. That shot off the mark. Saric with some nice D. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Miller. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
And Minnesota making a change here. Desumu's checked in. Nurkic is checked in for Utah. Williams comes in for George. Here's Collier. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Shannon. That 3's off the mark. Utah leading by 9. To the inside. Miller comes with a double. Here's Filipowski, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Here's Shannon. And there's the screen. Pass to Miller. Clock at 6. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Miller's gone 4 for 8 from the floor. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready to work every day. You look forward to working with someone like that. Brian, back to you.
Has them bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
Shot ready off the catch. Dante DiVincenzo with the jumper.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Takes a 3. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Shannon. The 3-pointer off the mark. Jazz leading by 6. Pass to Collier. Nurkic a screen on DiVincenzo. And here is Williams. And a miss there on the triple. Up top, Saric. Covered by Filipowski. Shots good by Saric.
This guy is an efficient scorer. Dario Saric knows his strengths on the offensive end and can capitalize.
Pass to Williams. Hey, expanding his range. It's rebounded by Minnesota. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent. They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
The Jazz shooting a fantastic 52% in the first. Here's Collier. Still no points. Fires the 3. The shot that time not on target. It's been all about Jaren Jackson for Utah. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be right back with you shortly. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz?
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Miller is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Miller a screen on George. Back to Huerter. From downtown. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Juzang, he's checked in for Dosunmu. That's good for Miller. And as we start up the NBA Cup, let's explain to our viewers how the groups are formed.
Sure thing, B.A. First, you only play teams from your conference. The groups are drawn based off of last year's standings, so they try to keep it even in terms of quality of team.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Markkanen. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Yeah, Jackson Jr. does have this in his bag. The big man can punish you from range.
Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Miller outside. Here's Juzang. There's the 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Jackson, the pass to George. And that's a foul. Called on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
The Timberwolves have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
And here's Edwards outside. The triple hits for Edwards.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
And finished off by Kessler.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
Edwards looking for an opening. Miller a screen on George. And here's Edwards outside. Utah with the rebound. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to George from behind the arc. They grab their own miss. Let's go with a 3. And he can't get that one. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Now Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
George passes to Conchar. Jackson for 3. Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
George's shot is off. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And for the Jazz, they're shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Pass to Kessler. Back to George. Lets it fly. Conchar can't hit. The Timberwolves shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Inside, stolen by Kessler. This one for three. Minnesota with a rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Here's Miller. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Jackson's got 19 points.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Now Edwards. He's got 11. Over George. Edwards can't hit.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
McDaniels against George. Jackson outside. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. Utah grabs the miss.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Jackson. 22 points for him. Fires in the triple. Now it's a 6-point Utah lead.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Left side McDaniels. Pass to Herder. Outside Edwards. A shot to stop the run. Herder can't hit.
KYP. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
Jackson gets the bucket.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Knocks it down from distance. McDaniels got 9.
I tell you, totally fluid mechanics by Jaden McDaniels. Ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, folks.
Pass to Jackson. Here's the 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 8.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Saric checks in for Miller. DeSumo comes in for Herder. Shannon's checked in for Juzang. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Anthony Edwards. Then for Utah, Filipowski, he's checked in for Kessler. Williams comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Collier in for George. Conchar up top. Utah moving the ball around. Jackson against McDaniels. For 3, Collier. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 7 rebounds in the game. He gets it in there. Saric has got his second basket of the game.
I love the hustle from Saric right there. He sticks with the play, put the finishing touch on it. That's nicely done.
Jackson for 3. It's hauled in by Saric. Timberwolves trail by 4. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Nice crossover to get that one. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, good work inside by DiVincenzo. That's where his athleticism allows him to score.
Here's Jackson. Williams passes to Conchar. From outside the arc, it doesn't go for him.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
They're in trouble if they let him post like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
Here's Collier. No points so far. Jackson for three. Buries it from three. And the Jazz lead by 3.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
McDaniels from long range. Williams grabs the board. And it's Utah with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. Jackson outside. Off target from three-point range. Minnesota shooting 45% here in the second. Pass to Shannon. Dosunmu on the wing. And the three off target.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Back to Conchar. Jackson outside. The three is up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Shannon for three. Dosunmu outside. The three is up. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Conchar, the pass to Jackson. For three, Collier. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Dosunmu's got 4 rebounds in the game. Going inside, and here's Saric for three. The rebound by Jackson. Utah leading by 3. Williams looking around for three. Collier, offensive rebound. Filipowski, the pass to Williams. The Jazz again can't hit. Timberwolves shooting the ball at 43% from the field. DiVincenzo finds McDaniels to stop the drought, and he sinks the layup. McDaniels got 13.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Jackson can't get it to go. Pass to Dosunmu. Lets the three fly. Sinks it from distance. He's got 6. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
The previous play is under review.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review.
Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion comes from inside. They're going right at the defense.
I like the aggressiveness. Don't lose steam in the second half.
Okay, next on the docket, multiple players about to be wearing different jerseys.
History's shown us that a deal for AD can result in a ring. He plays big, but he has the athleticism and skill set of a guard. He has helped revolutionize his position, and I think he's going to transform his team.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Now here's Edwards. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. George out there with John Conchar. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Kessler in at the 5. Jazz trail by 4. Markkanen outside. And finished off by Kessler.
Boy, contact from the defense, but Mr. Kessler just powers right through it.
DiVincenzo to pass to McDaniels. Miller a screen on Markkanen to the middle. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
BA, I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
And he makes both free throws. And one thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being, you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
It's good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Markkanen outside. There's Jackson with the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 36 points. Miller outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Markkanen.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Miller with it. 18 points for him. He's off on that one. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Brian?
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Conchar. Jackson outside. And the three-pointer goes. Jackson's got 41.
And guys, I'd keep it simple. Keep running plays for Triple J. He's been awesome tonight.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Herter's checked in for Minnesota. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The 4th spot held by Minnesota.
Their three-point accuracy last year was exceptional, largely because of their patience. They would wait for the best look before pulling the trigger.
Outside Edwards. Outside Herter. Will it go? Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Markkanen. Oh, great slam by Markkanen.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
Timberwolves trail by 4. DiVincenzo pass to Saric. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. From the arc. Herter can't hit.
Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
Markkanen from long range. Kicks it to George. Kessler a screen on DiVincenzo. Jacks up a 3. Conchar can't hit.
I'll tell you, he's been struggling, but they are still in line to come out of here with a W.
Saric, good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards has got his 3rd assist of the night. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Conchar to the paint. Here's Jackson. Great D that time from Miller.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
And there it is for him.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Markkanen outside. There's Jackson with the 3. Drains the triple. Jackson's got 44.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Utah leading by 3. Pass to George. Now here's Conchar. Jackson for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Outside Edwards. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah. Edwards for 3. Rebound, Utah. Jackson's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Markkanen misses.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player. So it definitely runs in the family.
The finish! And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
Pass to Markkanen. And here's Nurkic for 3. Drops in the 3. Nurkic has got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, don't you love the confidence Yusuf Nurkic has? Normally, guys, he's setting a screen or trying to open teammates. This time it's a little catch and shoot.
And here's Edwards outside. Wow, what a response from Edwards.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
George passes to Nurkic. Fires for 3. The shot misses. Oh, good D by Edwards. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Minnesota for 3. DiVincenzo. Uh-oh. Now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And I'll tell you, that's the very last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
A different look here for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Williams comes in for Markkanen. And it's Collier in for Conchar. Some changes for Minnesota. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Miller. Shannon comes in for Edwards. Jazz leading by 4. George outside. Filipowski sets a screen. George finds Williams. And here's Filipowski. Puts up a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Šarić has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Shannon. Tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's Šarić. He has 6. Counted from distance. And now just a 1-point Jazz lead.
Okay, Dario Šarić, that 3-point shot is pretty. What a relaxed shooter he is.
For 3, Collier. It's hauled in by Šarić. Šarić has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Keyonte George.
Always love the intensity you get from Donte DiVincenzo. This guy is always ready to force the issue.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And Doris, the Wolves, the 6th seed last season, But by point differential, they were the second best team in the West.
It didn't start out smoothly for an organization that made major changes. The massive difference in personnel with Julius and Dante changed how they were structured. But boy, with a young superstar in Anthony Edwards, they figured it out, and I think they're well positioned moving forward.
Pass to Williams. He tries for three. Nails it from three. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Now Šarić. Now Huerter. And the layup is good off the glass.
At his size, Dario Šarić can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
George outside. The kick out to Williams. Launches a three. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Šarić, the pass to Huerter. The rebound by Filipowski. Jazz leading by 4. Pass to George. Back to Filipowski. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Nurkic, and he gets the bucket. Nurkic has got 5.
Forget about Nurkic not minding contact. This guy invites contact.
Here's Shannon from deep. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Williams. Here's Collier. It's not going to go for him. Good defense by Dosunmu.
He hasn't hit a single shot yet, but somehow as a team, they're getting it done.
Here's Shannon. Jump shot is good. Shannon's got his first points of the game.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
George for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. McDaniels is checked in for Huerter, and it's Juzang in for DiVincenzo. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
They're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year. The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And he's going for the lob! Nurkic passes to Konchar. Count that bucket. Konchar's got 8.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Juzang, no good. Jazz leading by 3. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Back to Filipowski. Here's Konchar. They get the rebound. Nurkic finds George. For 3, Collier. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
What a bonus when Jaden McDaniels is humming a little bit on the offensive end.
There's a screen by Nurkic. Here's Collier. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Dosunmu's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Juzang. Konchar covers. To the inside. They double him with Konchar. So they take the lead. Šarić has got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, what determination from Dario Šarić. So good at being aggressive around the rim.
The Jazz again can't hit.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made 1 basket in this period.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with 1 hand. Collier, no good. With 1 on the clock. That shot is off. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's Minnesota. They lead by 3. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Anthony Edwards. Miller is out there with McDaniels. Then there's DeSumo, and it's Shannon in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5. There's a screen, 6 to shoot, and stolen by Edwards. Down low, McDaniels. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. And that's now 19 points now in the game for Jaden McDaniels. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Collier. On the wing, Conchar. And it's DeSumo with the rebound.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Pass to Kessler. The 3. Up again. Oh, Markkanen cleans it up.
Well, you just love to see Markkanen get after it and contribute on the backboards. Big-time job right there.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Edwards, no good.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Kessler a screen. Markkanen right side. This one for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And a chance for just a second to check out the
Mind
scoring
the
breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Conchar. Here's Kessler. The rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got 11 rebounds in the game. The 3 is up. Minnesota again missing.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
The Timberwolves lead by 6. DiVincenzo, the pass to McDaniels. Miller, a screen on Kessler. Here's McDaniels, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He lit into them over their transition defense. He said, quote, "Enough is enough. Get back on D. We have to slow them down." The discrepancy in fast break points is eating at him. We'll see how they respond.
Allie, thank you. Jazz trail by 8. Here's Collier. There's the 3. Conchar outside. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's foul number 2 for him. The Timberwolves lead by 8. DiVincenzo, the pass to McDaniels. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Utah with another miss.
He hasn't done a whole lot to help their cause today. They could have used more offense from him.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Filipowski. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Miller, the pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer, no good. Jazz trail by 12. Markkanen looking it over. Now here's Kessler. Offline with a 3. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. For 3, Collier. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works. Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate. Boy, that's his second 3, first of this half, though.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Conchar, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And it's blocked by Kessler. Now here's Filipowski, guarded by Miller. Kessler, a screen on DiVincenzo. Collier, no good.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Miller, the pass to Edwards. In transition, here come the Jazz. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Walker Kessler proved he was a rotation player. He gives you unbelievable defense, aggressive rebounding, and very good inside scoring.
That free throw good from Kessler. And the Jazz finishing last season with the league's youngest roster. And some good players in that mix, Doris.
Listen, the fan base understands that the Utah Jazz are trying to rebuild a roster. The Jazz are hoping they've taken the step in the right direction with the draft haul they have and with the picks on the horizon. It's just going to take time.
DiVincenzo, the pass to McDaniels. Here's the 3. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Filipowski. Inside, McDaniels with a steal. Ooh, poked away and stolen by Markkanen. Conchar with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Markkanen for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Three-pointer. Conchar pulls it in. Jazz trail by 15. Pass to Kessler. Utah moving the ball around. Filipowski for 3. It's hauled in by Saric. Saric has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, deflected. Fast break, Utah. And he banks in the layup. Konchar's got 5 points in the quarter. Minnesota leading by 13. DiVincenzo, the pass to Miller. He buries it from 3.
We know this about DiVincenzo, guys. He's not just a scorer. He loves to get his teammates involved.
And there's the lob. Now here's Miller. Konchar covers. McDaniels. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. 30 points now in the game for Jaden McDaniels. Jazz trail by 18. George outside. Konchar outside for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got assist number 8 here already in the game. DiVincenzo, the pass to McDaniels. Edwards for 3. Konchar with some nice D. The Jazz shooting only 36% so far in this game. George outside, back to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
Now Edwards. Here's McDaniels from downtown. Kessler with a rebound.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Yes, sir!
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
And here's George. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Saric, left side. Here's McDaniels. He launches, buries it from outside.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Markkanen fires, and no one in the vicinity.
Boy, the man from Finland is very confident in that jumper. Markkanen, no doubt.
And it's blocked by Kessler. Edwards, and another 3 for Minnesota.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Timberwolves.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jaden McDaniels.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Jaden McDaniels.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win. A minute 29 left to play in the 4th. Williams, a screen on Edwards. For 3, Collier. Minnesota with a rebound. Saric has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Miller outside. Pass to Saric. To the wing, right side. Edwards controls the rebound and the putback. Edwards has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, with the size, frame, and athleticism, if you allow Anthony Edwards to get to the glass, look out.
Now Filipowski outside. Williams knocks down the trifecta. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Now Herter takes a three. No good. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Nurkic. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaden McDaniels.
Good evening, everyone. The NBA season is still young, but there's a buzz in the air for this game of the NBA Cup. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And they're down a star player. Who knows how long that'll continue? Tough to compensate, to say the least.
Down a star player, as long as that continues to be the case, they'll have to find a way to compensate.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Butler. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Denver, running on the wings, they'll go with Brown and Hardaway Jr. Up front, it's Gordon and Valanciunas. And it's Murray in at the point.
Here we go.
This season just getting going still. How quickly, Greg, can teams gel together and become one?
It really depends on the makeup of your team. How many new guys are on the roster? The style of play. Do the new additions have any previous chemistry with some of your players?
Now here's Gordon. Hardaway is screen on Curry. Here's Murray. And count it from 19 feet away.
And there's the smooth jumper for Murray. That is always a weapon.
Here's Podziemski. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Valanciunas passes to Hardaway. Stolen. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Back to Murray. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Moody the pass to Curry. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, his ability to make tough, contested shots look easy, it's just one of the many things that makes Curry so special.
Shoots. No good from Valanciunas.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
On its way from Curry for 2. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver. We talked about the mindset needed when squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and coach said Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not give any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And let's look now, Aaron Gordon's numbers. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 14 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
And that's such a valuable tool for this team. His defense can really shift the momentum.
Stripped it away. Now the Warriors moving it up. Porzingis with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending.
And just wanting it more there. You got to like seeing Porzingis beat everyone to the spot in the open floor.
And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Brown. Back to Murray, trying to get something going. Porzingis with the rebound.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
Now Brown, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Buries it from three-point range.
And when Gordon is knocking down shots off the catch, it just opens up his entire game.
Here's Moody. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Valanciunas dishes to Murray. Pass to Hardaway. Valanciunas sets a screen for Hardaway. In the corner, it's Gordon. That three off the mark. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Moody, and he banks in the layup. Moody's got 5.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Murray with the bounce pass. Brown's shot is off. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Sacramento. Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. Porzingis with a screen on Gordon. Buries the long-range jumper.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Warriors also making a change. Green's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 13. On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Curry. Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. From deep, Johnson. In the corner, it's Gordon. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, Aaron Gordon affects every aspect of the game. Plus, he infuses athleticism and versatility into your lineup. Such a valuable piece of this team.
No good on the free throw. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're clearly all in. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And he nails the third. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively.
Now Johnson. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. And another miss by Denver. Warriors leading by 11. Outside, Green. Pass to Porzingis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Porzingis has got his third basket of the night right there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Some big news coming in from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Thank you, Kevin. The story right now is the Washington Wizards making some early season roster adjustments. They had the chance to acquire Anthony Davis, and why not? It's not every day you get to add a perennial all-star to your squad. This will significantly improve their size and what they're able to do on both ends of the floor.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down. Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range. He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Launches a three, and another three for Golden State.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Murray. Last game he had 13. Gordon with the screen for Murray. Looking to end the run. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Now here's Gordon. He has 5.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Curry. Here's Podziemski. And here's Porzingis. Shoots the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
When you turn great defense into easy offense, you are going to put yourself in a great position.
Now here's Valanciunas. He has yet to score. Gordon kicks to Valanciunas. Brown with it, just 5 to shoot. Here's Murray. And again, Denver. No good.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Well, their passes to Curry. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets trail by 20. Driving inside. Gordon outside. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And Gordon understands the importance of stretching the floor, and he remains a capable three-point shooter.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Nuggets with some changes. Struthers checked in, and it's Jackson in for Christian Brown. Then for the Warriors, Al Horford is checked in for Porzingis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Brogdon subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Now, here's Brogdon. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Sacramento. And the wide-open shot from Green. Off target with his three.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Strother. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 17. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Tim, some forget prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
First free throw is good. And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seemed like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
In the corner, Moody with it. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Moody's got 8.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Brogdon against Brown. Kicks it out to Johnson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's Moody. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Sacramento.
But he also picked apart the defense with his passing. I mean, this guy can really read the floor.
And we all know how crafty RJ is. When he can stay healthy, he can lead a team, at least in spurts.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw, no good.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
He hits the second from the line. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Kings in Sacramento. Brown against Brogdon. In the corner, it's Melton. Off target from outside. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Brogdon out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Horford. Then there's Moody. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Now Horford. After the missed three from Reggie Jackson. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Horford. Here's Melton. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Oh, great anticipation from Horford on D there. Gets ahead of the ball there for the steal and initiates the fast break.
Now here's Jackson. Down low. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Here's Melton. Horford with a screen on Jackson. It's Brogdon on the wing. And the three ball is good. Brogdon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the confidence Brogdon has in himself, it's infectious. Skilled at recognizing when to let it go.
Pass to Hardaway. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. Horford sets a screen for Melton. In the corner, it's Brogdon. And another 3 for Golden State.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here is Hardaway. 32 points for him last game against Miami, and it's in there.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Brogdon finds Melton. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Now Valanciunas following Al Horford's three-point attempt. Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Brogdon. Takes a 3. Shot by Podziemski, no good. The Nuggets trail by 13. Valanciunas with a screen on Brogdon. In the corner, it's Brown. Porzingis against Valanciunas. Porzingis passes to Horford. Podziemski on the wing. And the Warriors miss again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Johnson kicks to Valanciunas. No good from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Not just a shooter. Brogdon can mix it up inside. Very determined.
Pass to Brown. Back to Brown. Outside Hardaway. No good on the triple. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Lays it up off the glass. Porzingis has got 9 points.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Second, the Warriors.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Now, here's Johnson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Miami.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And we're seeing Cam Johnson take his offensive game, GA, to another level.
Upping his scoring while remaining efficient. Most of his shots coming from long distance, but he can put the ball in the bucket from just about anywhere.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Outside Curry. They set the screen, and it's Podziemski in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Podziemski's got 7 points. Here's Pickett. Johnson, that's for 2. And Moody pulls it down. Moody's got his 4th rebound in this one. Banked in off the glass. 10 points for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And here's Johnson outside. Podziemski grabs the board.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Curry outside. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Murray sets a screen for Brown. The three-pointer is right on target.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Curry. Here's Moody. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And Johnson with the stuff.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Moody the pass to Curry. Now Butler. 5 on the clock. Back to Curry. And again, no good by Golden State. The Nuggets trail by 11. To the paint. It's deflected. And now Horford pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And what's new? I mean, Horford in perfect position to finish that play. Understands exactly where he needs to be.
Here's Pickett. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. Moody's got his 5th rebound in this one. On its way from Curry for 2. No good. His 5th missed shot from the field. He's made 3. Johnson dishes to Valanciunas. In the corner, Murray with it. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors leading by 13. Outside Butler. Over Johnson. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Butler's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now here is Horford. A three-pointer off the mark. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
In the corner, Murray with it. Floats it up for Curry. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Pass to Pickett. Back to Valanciunas. Murray outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Butler finds Moody. Podziemski on the wing. Misses the 3. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for Denver. 15-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for him. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Pickett. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Now, here's Butler. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Sacramento.
And also, he was very disruptive defensively. 4 steals on the night.
Now Valanciunas, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Pass to Valanciunas, puts up a 3. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Valanciunas has got 5.
Wow, you know Valanciunas is in the zone when he's taking shots like that. You gotta love the confidence.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Some changes for Golden State. Zingas, he's checked in for Horford. Green comes in for Moody. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brandon Podziemski. .107 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Outside, Green. They can't stop the run with that one. The Nuggets trail by 8. Lob pass to Gordon. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Butler, and he drives in. And it's Butler with the jam.
And Butler making that look far easier than it actually is, showing you great body control.
Murray, good.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Outside Butler with the shot. That shot is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Coach Kerr. And Steve, what's your assessment of that first half of play and any changes in mind?
Well, we'll see. We have to adjust during the game if we see something that's hurting us. But I thought the defense was pretty solid overall, and we'll see how it goes from here.
Okay, more of the same. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA. A lot of elements and players to make this one happen. Wow, fellas, who are you looking at?
AD gives you the stuff you expect from your big men. Plus, he can beat you off the dribble, hit the 3. When he's 100%, he could decide games.
No disagreement here. And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Warriors.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, it's so cool in here.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Trailing here by 8. Up front, it's Gordon and Valanciunas. Running on the wings, they'll go with Brown and Hardaway Jr. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group that David Adelman's going out there with to start the second half. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And there's Jimmy Butler later on in his career, but still showing you the athleticism.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back to you.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
Pass to Moody. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Valanciunas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Stolen by Gordon. Here's Hardaway. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you can see the competitiveness in Hardaway Jr.
Denver shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
Both shots good from the stripe. Warriors leading by 9. Outside Curry. Outside Porzingis. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Murray a screen on Curry. Here's Hardaway. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
This defense has had its hands full with Hardaway tonight. They just can't keep him in check.
Butler with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. Fires from the wing. Outside for Curry. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Curry's got 10.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
A moment here to see some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 19 points per game last year, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But that's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
Murray kicks to Hardaway. Over Moody. Warriors with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
It's good. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
That is smooth. Butler showing you excellent ball control to create that space.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
Podziemski with it, guarded by Valanciunas. Porzingis. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Porzingis has got 12 in the game. The Nuggets trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hardaway from outside. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And with that 3, his 2nd of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Curry against Murray. The offensive rebound. Pass to Moody. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Here's Brown. No good with the triple. Now here's Butler, defended by Gordon. Golden State moving it around. And he uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
The first one falls, and legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Johnson, the pass to Brown. From the wing, Murray, no good. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And Stephen Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Brown outside. Pass to Johnson. The Nuggets with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Brogdon. Here's Moody. And another 3 for Golden State.
And you can just see his confidence is rising, bucket after bucket from long range.
Back to Murray. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple. Murray's got 9.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Brown the pass to Gordon. And Johnson now top of the key. That one falls. He's got 10. Warriors leading by 18. It's stolen by Johnson. In the corner, Murray with it. And again, Denver with the triple.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Murray against Brogdon. Here's Porzingis. Misses the fallback J. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets.
And we've seen Gordon in the dunk contest before. He enjoys showing off when given the chance.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Pass to Moody. Horford with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And that one's good, Brogdon.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Brown kicks to Gordon. Puts it up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Horford's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Brown wide open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. For the Nuggets, Struthers checked in, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Jamal Murray. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Curry. Warriors leading by 14. Brogdon finds Melton. Back to Brogdon. Fires the 3. Pass to Melton. From deep, Green. Rebound by the Nuggets. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gordon with the screen for Brown. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Moody the bounce pass. Horford sets a screen for Brogdon. And here's Melton. Clock at 6. Back to Brogdon. From past the arc. The rebound by Johnson.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Brogdon kicks to Horford. Pass to Moody. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Moses Moody.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
The first free throw is good. That one is no good. Warriors leading by 11. Horford the pass to Brogdon. 1:19 left to play in the third. Melton, and the Warriors miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Brown, no good. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Pass to Horford. Over Brown. And that one comes up a bit short. Here's Denver now. They're on a 15-5 run here. Jackson misses.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Here's Melton. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Gordon.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Pass to Moody. Puts up a deep three. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Here's Green. And he slams it down right on top of Cameron Johnson.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Nailed from three-point land. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. DeAnthony Melton out there with Podziemski. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Pass to Brown. Murray outside. Offline with his three. Warriors leading by 8. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Back to Murray. Hardaway from outside. Rebound by Butler. And for the Warriors, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Melton, no good.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
To the middle, and Green slams it in.
Well, a lot of miles on those legs, but Green can still get up occasionally to flush it.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Outside Butler. Launches it. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Hardaway from outside. This one for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
How about the athleticism from Valanciunas? Pours on the gas to ensure the finish in transition.
Pass to Butler. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Floats it up for Murray. And stolen by Melton. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Nuggets trail by 11. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Wide open look here for Murray, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
Butler loves the three-point look.
And that's his 2nd three-pointer tonight.
Denver's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. There's the 3. A shot by Johnson, no good. Warriors leading by 11. On the wing, Green. Outside Butler. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. A 3-ball drains the three-pointer.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Golden State moving it around. That doesn't go either for Butler.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Hardaway a screen on Melton. For 3, Murray. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
At the arc, Murray is all business, knocking down a confident shot.
Pass to Butler. Lets it go from deep. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Murray for 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Podziemski. For 3, and Butler gets it to go on the assist from Green. Butler's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Warriors. Murray, the pass to Valanciunas. Over Porzingis. The Nuggets with another miss. Warriors leading by 8. Now Podziemski. Three-pointer. Butler. The shot. No good. Great D that time from Hardaway. Brown, the pass to Johnson. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside, Green. From the arc. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Now here's Murray. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr. Primed to attack.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Gordon's checked in for Johnson. Then for the Warriors, Moody's checked in for Draymond Green. And Stephen Curry subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now here's Curry. For the three. The three ball from Curry.
Well, that's Curry doing what he does best, doing damage from the outside.
Murray with it. Gordon with the screen for Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. A pass to Porzingis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Inside, and he lays in the alley-oop. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 20 rebounds.
And so creative with the ball in his hand. Murray draws the defense in and then makes a terrific pass.
Rejected by Murray. To the middle. Gordon kicks to Murray. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside, Porzingis. That one doesn't drop. Nice feed from Valanciunas. The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray outside. Shoots over Podziemski. Murray, no good. The Warriors shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. And that one is good.
All quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Butler with the rebound.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Down it goes for 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Can't get it.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
No good.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he plays with incredible determination. Want to is a skill, and he has it.
It misses. Warriors leading by 10. Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
And how many times have we seen this play out? Curry just on a mission. Unstoppable tonight.
That one drops.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Now here's Butler. Here's Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Porzingis fires. He's off from 3. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Butler with the steal. Here's Podziemski. Now Porzingis. Oh, what a finish.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Porzingis.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
And here is Murray. After Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer, knocks down the three. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. So we see the Warriors get the win here. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standings.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Jimmy, it seemed like the defensive end was where this game was decided. What was the key there?
That everybody locked into the scouting report, and we had a lot of guys that could switch and guard up one-on-one, take that challenge. But I think, man, all in all, we just played incredible.
That versatility is going to pay off all season. Thanks so much, Jimmy.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.